Hey everybody, so this is my day 0 and day 1 video, my first video for the Appalachian Trail, and so I'll give you a little bit of a rundown on what happened on day 0. So I came up to Amicalola with my folks. We drove up and stayed at the lodge for a night, and I'll show here's some pictures from the view of our room at the lodge. Now, if you're going to stay at the lodge, when you register or you reserve your room, make sure you click on the room with a view. If it just says room, you're going to look at a parking lot. But if it says room with a view, you're obviously going to get the view and the sunset of the pictures you're seeing. So we stayed there. It was a really nice day. Now, one thing to note: if you are coming to the lodge, when you drive into the park, you got to pay a parking pass fee, and they're going to give you a 1-day parking pass. I believe it's for $5. Now, if you're staying there for more than one night, somebody's dropping you off or whatnot, and you're staying for more than one night, you don't worry about paying the parking fee when you drive through for more than one day. Just get the 1-day parking pass, because when you get to a lodge, they're going to give you a parking tag that's good to the day that you check out. So we stayed there. We had dinner, hung out at the bar for a little bit, have a couple of last-minute laughs before I left, and then stayed the night, saw a beautiful sunset, beautiful sun in the morning, got up, had breakfast, and then, I did start at the falls. I did do the falls, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We'd had breakfast, and then had a picture of my mom at the arches, and did the rite of passage through the arch, because that's what I just decided to do, and then I started hiking in the falls. Now, I'm fairly in shape as far as strength-wise and conditioning-wise. I'm a power lifter by style as far as like how I work out, but I don't do very much cardio. The only thing on my body that runs is my nose. So I really underestimated the stairs. They whooped me. I got up to the top. There's a bunch of beautiful pictures I'm showing. And they did whoop me. And then after the stairs, I continued on hiking, and I did 7 miles. I did not get to top of Springer Mountain on the first day. I did stop at the shelter that was right before, a mile in front of it. I stopped there just because of the time it was getting, and I figured that there was going to be a bunch of people at the shelter, the Springer Mountain shelter itself, and the shelter that was before it had absolutely nobody there. So I was a little antisocial and stopped there, and but I was whooped. I really took for granted my cardio and before I did those stairs, because they whooped me. I was trying to recover from that. My legs were fine as far as hiking, but I was winded. And I just want to talk about that for a second, because that approach trail and those stairs are not part of the trail. Most people know that the approach trail is not the trail. Trail starts in Springer Mountain, and you could start the approach trail from above the falls, and do the approach trail from the lodge, or you can just basically get on the trail just up from that. And there was 3 people I met. There's 3 people that one person was actually had to be evac'd out of Springer Mountain Shelter. And then there was 2 other people that I met that were turning around and leaving the trail because of the falls. They did the falls. One person did the falls, got to the top of the falls, and immediately said they were just done and left the trail. Somebody who was trying to thru-hike. Then there was another person who did the falls, did the stairs, started walking the approach trail, and then turned around, and luckily there was a person who was just day hiking a little bit, and they walked with that person, because it was an older lady, and she was struggling, and that person walked her back to the parking lot to get her off trail. And then again, like I said, there was somebody who had to be evac. They had to have a team come in and actually take them off the mountain. So if you are not conditioned yet, as much as you think you are, or if you know you're not conditioned, if you're going right from being stationary and not being in shape or working out or training on hills and stairs and whatnot, you might want to not do the stairs. If I was doing it over again, I wouldn't have done the stairs, because it did mess me up the whole entire day. So that was day one, doing the stairs, doing the approach trail for 7 miles, and staying in a shelter. I was alone when I first got there, but then a very informative, knowledgeable ridge runner named Noodles. She's a second-time ridge runner, trail named Noodles. She stopped at the shelter I was at and stayed there too, and she was very helpful, gave me a bunch of information, and it was just nice to get a little bit of knowledge from her that she has from being a previous through hiker and also being a ridge runner before. So it was awesome meeting her. So that was day one of day 0 and day 1 of my hike. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to follow my journey as I through hike the AT, go ahead and follow me. My YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are all Sarge Outdoors. So thank you and have a good day.